pond is in winter mode. All the covers are on. Rabbits out. Let's see what they look like. That scared them. Yeah, so winter mode fish. So we're gonna. I want to take the Dainichi out and the Goshki. Both of those are gonna be up for sale. Not because anything is wrong with them, but because I'll show you in a bit. I've got my quarantine fish from Japan in my second pond that a lot of you have been asking about, and they'll be out of quarantine probably in the next week or so. So I've got a number in here that I have to make some really tough choices. So there's a couple of fish in here that is going to be a bargain for some people if you're interested in new fish, especially the Dainichi. I think it's really good, but I want to look at it. Possibly the Kawasaki there, beast of a fish. Yeah, and the Goshki Taniguchi, which was my all Japan Yonkoi show prize. It took a prize in 2021. Lovely fish though. So yeah, anyhow, let's go have a look in the filter room. So this is the filter room. Most of you have seen this before, and I had to change this pump here. I had Andy Finch over because that pump had failed after 4 years, granted, so but the bearings had gone, so we replaced the whole system. Super quiet, don't even know it's running now. And yeah, so I run Recycle RO. If you all know me, I run the dreaded RO, as some people say. You don't need it. I think it's such a great asset to koi keeper today. I don't know why it should be considered, or at least tried. That's where my pH sits all year round there. Naturally, this house, the source water is about 8.2 to 8.5. Depends on time of the year. I think now it's, because it's winter, it tends to be softer. So it's running a lot skinnier at the moment. And yeah, so I keep my system there. I've done that all the time for the last 6 years really. This is the drum with all the new bits that Guido put in. If you had watched my previous videos of Red Label Factory, you would see that this is a Red Label drum. And yeah, what a fantastic bit of kit. I must say, this is the first generation, and the new one has the new seal. But this is what makes it fantastic, is this system here, where you can raise the active, clean, dirty side. You can bypass the cover, so you can open up as inspection. Lots of different options on this drum. That is really good. The spray bar, also the internal wash as well. So when it washes internally, so the chute is always clean. Let me go back. I haven't cleaned it. Hand on heart, I haven't cleaned it now for a week. And as you can see, after a week of running, there is a little bit, which you get in any drum. But yeah, with that internal spray that sprays that chute down, makes a difference in keeping the overspray, as I call it, away from the drum, which in my opinion will help against parasites like trichodina or possibly bacteria thing as well. So yeah, this Recycle RO is running, and I can only tell now because it's super quiet by the gauges there, and you can see that's the waste that I get, and then that's the membranes. The bottom membrane is brand new, only been in about a week or so, and that's the top membrane, which has been running fairly now for 8 months, so 6 to 8 months. So I'm still getting a lot of water, close to 6 liters of water there, which is plenty because the ROs, the pH sits exactly where I want it. I'm going to put a link up in the corner here where you can hear Mike Snaden, which in my opinion there's no one else who can talk to you about koi properly and body shape and raising koi, and who's a proven koi raiser like Mike Snaden does. Not just Nisai, not just Tosai to Nisai, but all the way up to fish that is 95 plus centimeters. So this is the fish I'm going to take out. By the way, if you're looking for a good KH test, that's really good. There's a YouTube video on how to use it, so make sure you watch the video. Well, yeah, this is a fish I acquired. It's a Dainichi auction fish, and we're going to have a look at it in a moment. But I just wanted to come in the fish house and see what's going on. So that's the fish there. That's when it came to me that size, so we're going to find out how big it is now. And yeah, stunning fish, good body shape, good belly, Dainichi bloodline. Right, let's have a look. Right, so you've been in and changed that pump.
Yep.
A lot quieter.
Yep.
And I'm getting 6 litres.
6 litres, yeah, 6 litres a minute of pure water.
This is the first time you've seen them after the growing season. Obviously we're in winter, but we were talking about water. Do you want to describe? Because people might think I'm using special effects on my camera, see?
Yeah, take that special effect off.
It's not working on you though, it's working on me.
So I look younger now.
So what
Yeah, it's fantastic. Fantastic water, and that's what you'd expect. I mean, the RO's cleaning the water up, as well as your biofilm and your filters is removing ammonia and nitrite and everything, but that's now polishing your water up.
Yeah.
You're saving water because you're on a water meter at the end of the day, and
Well,
look at the skin and everything on the fish. I mean, brilliant.
Before Recycle Arrow, my water bill was creeping up to £300 a month.
Yep.
Before Recycle Arrow.
Yeah.
Now the latest bill, it was just under £105 a month.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's a 4-bedroom house, 3 bathrooms. They've got young people living here,
Yeah.
my kids. And to me, I wouldn't be without it. Not just because of the water saving, but because, like you mentioned, these guys, they're all. The thing is, like I said to you, I look at the fish myself and I get used to what I see. And I always like people's reaction who haven't been here before. Like I've had a few hobbyists of late, and they always comment on the water than the fish.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
It's fantastic. I mean, and the fish look brilliant on it as well. It's a win-win situation, really, at the end of the day. And you're going to save money. I just did a quote this last week, and I showed you just now. The chap's doing 1 litre a minute trickle in.
Right.
So he's changing 10,200 litres a week of water from his tap.
Yeah.
I can change his water to 17,600 litres a week.
Right.
So that's a massive increase in his water changes and half his water bill.
Right. Yeah. Well, to me, if you're on a water meter, you should have Recycle Arrow.
Yeah.
Because it saves on, and in I have no way of testing it, but I think it also removes hormones from the water. It removes, I don't know if there's an equipment out there to test for hormones.
No, I don't know.
But
Maybe, but I don't know.
But I suspect it will do because it's removing everything else.
Yeah.
Nitrite,
Yeah.
everything. And like you and I have discussed before, really, if you've got big enough Recycle Arrow systems, you don't actually need filtration.
Well, I've said that all along. It will happen, but going back to the ammonia and nitrite, if the RO system, the RO recycling, wasn't taking out ammonia and your filters are doing all the work, why do you get trace reading, well, more than trace readings on your wastewater what's going down the drain?
Yeah.
You test that for ammonia, nitrate, nitrite. It's high, higher than your pond, so you've got to be removing it.
Yeah.
Phosphate,
Yeah.
metals,
Everything. Well, I don't trickle in tap water. I use bicarb.
Yeah.
So
And
the
it-
tap water.
Yeah, and we spoke earlier. It's getting worse now. Water in various areas are getting worse for metals, and metals got a detrimental effect on koi.
Yeah. Well, people don't know copper stops the koi immune system.
It also suppresses appetite.
Yeah.
Now, and I've got a customer now who's just gone to RO, and the change in his fish is unbelievable, unbelievable. And manganese, iron, zinc, aluminium, they're all low levels, 15 to 30 parts per billion. It's nothing, absolutely nothing. And you look on a water report, be either in UGL or MGL, normally copper's in MGL, but iron and lead, arsenic, and all those sorts of things are in UGL, which is parts per billion. You look at those. Message me if you want what the parameters are. 15 to 30 parts per billion, and I bet you your tap water in one of them elements is over.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe you won't see it in your fish, but it's bad.
Well, you've seen that.
Just trying to give you something spooky I'll do for you. I'm just trying to give you something. I'm just trying to give you something spooky I'll do for you. I'm just trying to give you something.
So here you go. Here's that Dainichi. It's 46 centimeters. So it came to me around 26, 27 centimeters. 46. Yes, so if you are interested in this, go send me a message. And you could come look at it and take her home. She's been kept at 15, I think 15.8. So around 16 Celsius. So if you are interested, let me know. Dainichi, and there you go. You can see everything there. It has a bit where its scale had knocked out, but it's growing back, and I just checked, and the color is coming back in nicely, so should be fine. Well, I got that one bit of footage of the Dainichi, and the heavens open with sleet. So rain stopped play until another day. So we'll get a few more fish out, not today, but next couple of days. So peace out. Now this was the Rasta Challenge fish from season before, 2021 or 20. I don't know, I lost the dates. Anyhow, this has done really well because it came to me as a late spawn fish. So I think, I have to check back, I think it came around 43, 44 centimeters to the pond. Now it's 56 cm, which is decent size. Interesting koi. Okay, so this is a Taniguchi Goshki. Came to me 53 cm after the koi show, and now it's 60, so it's done well. And female, 100% female. Yeah, so this also is for sale, although I don't want to sell it, but I need to make some tough choices, and I know I'd regret selling it. But yeah, if you're interested, let me know. Lovely koi. And 60 centimeters, I believe it's now in the Sansai. Yeah. Super clean. And this is a Sakai fish farm, Kahaku, that I picked up from Keith at Koi Water Barn a couple of years ago with Ian and Carmen. Last year it measured at 64 centimeters. Now it's 74 centimeters, so 10 centimeters growth again, which seems to be the trend in the pond. This is now, I believe, Yonsai. I need to check the paperwork back, but yeah, done really well. Stunning Benny. Yeah, really good. So there it is, my quarantine system that a lot of you have been asking about. Standalone quarantine system. If you'd watched my Midlands Koi video, you'd have seen that I went there to purchase this, and Lee kindly delivered it, which is super kind of Lee in Midlands Koi. And yeah, so this is one of the easy ponds, from a bottom drain all the way over into the Happy 2025, which if you watched my Red Label visit when Ian Jenkins and I went over there, you'd see the manufacturing and making of this very system that's now been in place now since December, as I came back from Japan. It was up and running. I want to highlight this pump, which is an MDM pump, the old sequence pump, and this pump is a beast. It's hardly using any wattage whatsoever, but I tell you what, I have been super impressed with that pump. And there's the controls for that pump there, and it has a dial that you can, like the Flow Friend or any other pumps, you could adjust the RPMs of the pump and go up faster. And I only have it running on 800 RPMs, which is probably using, I think, maybe 50 watts or 40 watts. But if I put it up to like 1,000, it will splash the water out, and it can go a lot more than that. It's a super, super, super powerful DC pump. And there's the transformer for it. Control box. That's the temperature now because these fish have been in heat ramp, and they're coming down to 16 in the next couple of days, and they're going to live at 16 for a week, and they're going to ramp it up super quick back to 24 and hold it, and then that will be the quarantine done, because I've been doing that since December the 3rd when they come in. And you can see I've got the plumber in to install a zone valve. I had to learn that word, and so I run heating in there. So let me show you a little bit in here. The guys at Red Label did that for me, which was kind of quite cool and a surprise. That's the All Japan trophy from Nagoshiki, and the scope and the pump that I use. So anyhow, let me just pause you for a moment. Okay, we're back. So this is the Happy Red Label Happy 2025, which I've got in there 100 liters of Helix, which the thing tells me that Helix has 30% more surface area than K1. So it's supposed to be for every cube of Helix, or every one of these, you get 30% more bacteria cover. And yeah, and you can see it's all sunk and bubbling nicely. And then also they've got their Red X, which is their version of Japanese matting that's in there. And that's the only filtration I run, the only media I run, because then we've got the beautiful Red Label drum with its super cool seal. And as you can see, the seal goes in all the way into there, and it's patented as well. So don't try to nick it, or else you'll get in trouble with Red Label. The idea, it's about to clean, so I'll simulate a clean, and you can see how the seal works. And that's one of the things about it. You can see how well it sprays out. There's brushes inside of there as well. You can see the seal, how it works, getting all the junk out. There you go. So that's that system there. And like I say, with every drum, there's always going to be stuff like that you see there. But once the second clean comes and the jets rush, it's going to push all that down, and that will not be there. So that's the Helix, and that's that. And in here is the quarantine. I've got a LED light that mimics daylight. Also, it has the UV pink lights in there that helps fish with color and things like that. And I've took my time and installed it properly. I'm not going to show you the fish in there because they're top secret, but yeah, you can have a look of what's going on. And the thing about running a quarantine system is that all the stuff I use for here don't get mixed up with the main pond. It's remained totally separate. Then I have hand sanitizer. So if I go from one pond to the next, which I don't really do, I tend to be honest, I tend to be in here now more than ever. I keep everything separate. So I've got separate bowl, separate koi sock, separate net to the main pond, separate everything. Nothing is mixed in that way. Any parasites or anything that untoward should surface, then it doesn't interfere with the main body of fish. And yeah, they've been doing really good in there. You can see I've got a mirror effect, so you can see some of the fish swimming in there. But yeah, it works super brilliant, super good. I know people said to me it'll make a good grow on, but that's not my intention. I don't like growing fish in the dark, but maybe I might get a couple more LED lights when it warms up, and you never know. Watch this space. Yeah, so that's that. Hopefully it stopped raining now. We'll go out. There you go.